Nothing? Okay. Welcome back to Katawa Shoujo. Episode 38, I want to say. Jelly things. Okay. So last time, Shizune and Misha were both worried because Hisao pussied out on throwing balls because he was like, oh, I can hurt it, oh my heart. And overreacted. We walked through the sea of people, with Misha cheerfully pointing out the faces of everybody she knows. I know hair, I know hair, I know hair. Shizune holds the stuffed cat in her arms, cradling it absent-mindedly. It seems like they're having fun. Suddenly I feel a pang of guilt. Because of my poor health, we all had to stop.
Hichan, we're both feeling kind of hungry. How about you?
I'm not as hungry as I could be, but I do want something to eat.
That's good enough, Hichan. So what do you want to get to eat? So what should we eat?
It doesn't really matter to me.
How about sandwiches then? And we'll need something to drink too. Misha will get everything. What?
Shizune looks at me and smiles, and I realize she might be trying to cheer me up with a joke. I laugh.
Hichan, it's getting kind of crowded, so we might not be able to eat here. It's getting kind of loud too. Maybe we should go and eat up on the roof.
It's fine with me. It might be a nice view, and it could be a little breeze.
Okay then, I guess I should get the food and drinks now. So I'll see you two then.
Misha gives a clumsy wave and then runs off. Before I didn't notice how the paper lanterns look, illuminating the dark night. But now that I'm able to see it, it's really an amazing sight. Fireflies float overhead, this soft glow making it look as if it's snowing lights in the night sky. This type of thing would be impossible to see in the city. Oh. Shizune tugs at my sleeve impatiently and crosses her arms, frowning as if to show displeasure at me for getting distracted. Sorry, I've got a beautiful girl here and I'm getting all distracted.
Score one up for Millbee.
Breathe that, Hisao. You know, I don't know how to read sign language.
I don't know how to read sign language.
Come to think of it, isn't it kind of stupid of me to have said that to a deaf person? She wouldn't have heard it. I shrug, hoping to show that I don't understand. Shizune shakes her head and dismisses it with a wave of her hand. Maybe I should get around to asking Misha for some lessons on sign language. Climbing up onto the roof, I find myself in awe again at the sheer size of this school. The grounds are so impressive, I can't believe I hadn't realized it before. As I walk across the roof, trailing behind Shizune, I can't help but be taken in by the stars shining in the sky. Please go, taken in by her behind. Shizune and I sit down on a bench. She seems like she's in a good mood as she smiles softly while the breeze blows through her hair. We look down at the festival, which looks like a sea of glowing amber lanterns and waving paper fans teeming with people. Some of them festively dressed in yukata. In fact, most of the girls seem to be wearing yukata. I wonder why Shizune and Misha didn't dress up today. The two of them would look nice in yukata. I briefly think about what types they would wear. Let me just mentally undress you. And then mentally dress you in a yukata. Shizune would likely go with something traditional. However, Misha is a bit harder to place. Misha arrives, panting as she runs to us, trying to keep the food in her arms from falling. I love how they just sent Misha off to get it. Hisao could have got it, you know. Setting everything on the ground, she let herself drop it backwards. Although I'm pretty sure Shizune wanted to spend maybe like a little bit of alone time with Hisao. Who knows?
That took a while. Come on, you two. Didn't tell me what you wanted, so I got some rice punch, some sandwiches, and some candy too. A little bit of everything.
That's great. Let's dig in. Oh. Sorry, hang on. I'm partaking in the role play of eating whilst they are. Good. Misha takes a bite of a small triangular sandwich. Should be like hexagonal sandwiches. That would be great.
So, Hichan, what do you think of the festival? It's nice, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
The stars are nice tonight. This couldn't have been a more perfect day.
The sound of people talking below us, like faint music alongside the chirping of crickets in the distance. I take a sip from the can of punch and look over at Misha, who looks as if she's sleeping comfortably with her back stretched out and a half-full can of apple juice balanced on her stomach. Shizune sits with her legs drawn close to her, rocking back and forth slowly, like an impatient child as she stares up at the sky. The two of them are so cute. I look around and see many students holding hands with their girlfriends or their boyfriends. Not too far from us on this roof, there are couples gazing up at the stars or down at the lights of the festival, holding each other's hand. Part of me wants that. With both of them. I can't pick both. I'm gonna pick one. I'm gonna take both. Looking at Shizune and Misha, I wonder if maybe I should ask one of them out someday. I wonder if it would be worth the risk. Yeah, why not? It's just, this thing just drives me. This whole thing that he has. The golden hands moving across the face of the delicate watch on Shizune's wrist catch my eye, and I see that it's getting kind of late. But the festivities are still going strong. Shizune is still holding the stuffed cat I won by the paw. She notices me looking at it. Offhandedly, she offers it to me. I smile, wanting to ask her what I would do with it, but she wouldn't be able to understand me. I shake my head and try my best to tell her to keep it, hoping she'll understand. As I look out towards the school, I can see before me so many people, all of which are happy and cheerful. Watching them makes me feel content. He seems a lot more comfortable in this story. Someone was saying that like they were all written by different people. I had heard about that, all the different storylines, but that, like you can kind of think of the way that Hisao changes. It's sort of like almost like when you pick choices, you're picking the way that Hisao is going to become as a person, basically. Or someone else's theory that it's sort of a reflection of the people or the women he's with, reflects onto Hisao, kind of. So. I don't know. This really was something. I could definitely see that in Hanako and the difference between that and Hanako and Shizune, because they're pretty polar opposites, really. This really was something. Today was worth it. But I still can't shake the feelings of guilt and melancholy from earlier. They keep hanging on to me and I can't let them go. Shizune signed something to me and I can't understand her. No matter what I say, she won't be able to hear me. I can't understand you, Shizune. Well, whatever. I wonder if we both consider ourselves at fault for this. Not really, it's just your fault. Anyway, I'm sorry for not being able to understand. I'm almost glad that you tried to coerce me into coming here. If I attempt to date you, though, I might have to think more about that side of you. He's like, I'm really hoping that she's asleep right now. No, actually, I'm glad. Today was nice. You'd be cute if you smiled more. You have a nice smile. He's like, I'm gonna say all these things to you because you can't hear me. It turns out she can actually read lips. Frustrated, she stands up, arms behind her back, looking authoritative and confident against the backdrop of stars. Suddenly, Shizune throws her arms out towards the open sky, seeming to hold it between her hands. It's as if she's telling me to look at everything in front of me. Whoa, oh geez, that's a weird shot. The school, that was really bizarre, what the hell? The school, bathed with the festival's glow and lit up with the colourful yukata, the roof illuminated by fireflies, the sky so vast that it imposes the feeling of awe onto you. What does she want? It slowly dawns on me with time. This beautiful scene before me is proof that there are things wonderful enough that spoiling them with a bad mood would be unforgivable. And I can feel the weight of Shizune's personality pressing the point further. Thanks. I guess. I look away, but then Shizune grabs me by the shoulder, her watch brushing against my cheek. With her left hand, she points up at the sky. Fireworks! With faint pops, fireworks begin to go off in the sky. each one spreading a shower of bright colours that slowly fade into the dark. I can't even recall the last time I saw fireworks at all, much less a display as this large. Not to mention, it seems that they're being launched from the school. It's almost impossible to believe. The lights in the sky mingle with a second salvo from the town below, and they seem timed to complement each other like two parts of a duet. They continue for maybe 15 more minutes, then stop. That's quite a long fireworks display. Shizune realizes her hand is still on my shoulder and withdraws it carefully, looking a little uncomfortable. No, please, put it back. Regaining her composure, she grins, with her hands on her hips and her chest thrust out in front of me. It's in moments like these she seems most like a regular teenage girl. Energetic, happy, and carefree. I eat thoughtfully with Shizune, the two of us looking out at the gradually thinning crowd below in silence. She sits leaning forward slightly, her chin resting softly on her hands, and a contented look on her face with just a hint of wistfulness. All the while still gently holding onto a stuffed cat's paw. I start feeling tired and tell her that I'll see her and Misha tomorrow, without even realizing she can't hear me, and then start walking back to the dorms. I feel warm and alive, even in this chilly night air. The image of Shizune standing forcefully before the stars themselves, denying my self-pity, does not leave my mind easily. If it only takes a moment for there to be love, I think I may be falling in love with her. There you go, he's a bit more open this time. Just a little bit. just a tip. Just a tip of love. Ooh, here we go. Oh, cool. This needs to be in animes. Oh. 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 Learning to read. Oh my god, look at the sound in the back. Being beaten up by, like, tentacles of paper. The next morning, I recall what a perfect night last night was. So much so that I can't stop thinking about it. It's probably not the most appropriate time to reminisce, since I have a test first period. That was really weird, the way I read that. And so it's unfazed, just, like, gone into thoughtful mode. Who do more look like any, like, I can't remember how that goes, Velociraptor thing. It's so unfair. How can they do this? They hold a festival that is the culmination of what has to be at least a few weeks worth of work on a Sunday, and then follow up with exams starting the very next morning? It's gotta be some kind of sick joke. I'm not too worried about it. Okay. But I wonder if they really could have held off on this for at least another week. Well, at least the weather this morning is nice enough that I can study outside before class. It's a lot more refreshing out here than it would be in the classroom, not to mention how quiet it is. I'm starting to think that everyone else will be sleeping in pretty late today. I put down the notes I'm reviewing for a second and stare out at the school grounds, still littered with festival stalls. It's a mess. Kenji's amongst them like, Damn you! Damn you all to hell! Looking at them now in the daytime, without paper lanterns or crowds of people to draw my attention away from them, I noticed something peculiar. A lot of the stalls that Shizune, Misha, and I visited last night also happened to be the ones that we worked on. That's cute. Did Shizune come up with that? It had to be intentional, especially knowing her. Did she hope that I would catch on and see the fruit of our labours? I hear footsteps crunching the grass behind me and turn around. I feel slightly paranoid, but all I find is Shizune standing there with an innocuous look on her face. Good morning. Damn. Why do I keep forgetting that she can't hear me? It's probably because I've gotten so used to Misha translating for both of us that I haven't actually run into many situations where I was forced to acknowledge Shizune's deafness and the problems that could stem from it. I think yesterday was the first. I give her a wave, anyway, Hi, I think I love you. I think I'm in love with you. But I can't say it to you because I'm a wuss. I can't sign it to you. Misha, tell Shino that I love her. Okay. I give her a wave anyway. I can do at least this much, but I'm not even going to pretend for a minute that I could hold up a conversation with her, considering my ignorance of sign language. Would it be rude to just go back to my notes? I don't really know what else I could do. Where's Misha, damn it? Not just because I can't understand you. You two are always together anyway, so I'm just not used to seeing you apart, and you can't understand me again. I know it's silly, but for some reason, talking to her makes me feel less awkward. Surprisingly, she doesn't get mad at all. She just starts signing, but it's different than usual. Shizune's hands move more slowly and the gestures are simpler. I quickly realise that it isn't signing language at all, but she's still attempting to communicate with me. So, is this the sign language equivalent of breaking it down into layman's terms? I'm terrified if that I attempt to gesticulate back. I look like a total dumbass, you already do. The look on Shizune's face tells me that she is starting to think that trying to have any kind of back and forth like this is not exactly the best way to accomplish things. There has to be a better way. Yeah, learn sign language. Writing on a pad? Well, I do have a paper and pencil. What else, though? Cell phones? I don't really have much use for them, but why would you give Shizune a cell phone? Oh, unless you mean like the text and email. I don't really... Hello? 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 Oh my god, Shizune, you're such a bitch. Oh wait, you're deaf. Sorry. Oh wait, you didn't hear me anyway, bye. Like, what? Oh wait, you couldn't hear me. Why am I apologizing? I don't really have much use for mine here, so I barely carry it around. I don't know if Shizune even has one. She takes the initiative, holding up her finger to ask for a pause before pulling out a pad and pen from her bag and writing a single word on it. Hello. Hello. I stare blankly at her. She could write hello and then do the sign for hello. I stare blankly, it's just that. I stare blankly at her and receive a similar, but somehow more intimidating stare in response. She nudges the pad in my direction forcefully, clearly wanting me to reply. Hello. Good morning. What the fuck? Shizune beams with a disproportionate amount of happiness. She starts twirling her pen triumphantly as she thinks about where to go from here. I'm going to tie you up in chains. What? Oh, come on. It's not like we just invented fire. I mean, oh, come on. It's not like we just invented fire. Shizune pushes up her glasses curtly as if she had heard me and then starts writing at a furious pace. Use the notepad. Write. What is with her and thingy? I'm confused. I'm supposed to take it from her and write okay now? This is about the furthest thing I can imagine from a smooth flowing conversation. It makes me envy the ease with which Misha is able to communicate with Shizune. Learn sign language. Are you studying for the test? And that's like Lily's voice, isn't it? I don't really have a voice for it. I mean, it's just paper, but I could give her a voice anyway. Are you studying for the test? Are you studying for the test? Hey, Hisao. How's it going? Are you studying for the test? I'm pretty sure I can get away with answering simple yes or no questions like this with nods. You are here very early. Most people sleep in late after the festival. That means you are abnormal. That means you are abnormal. Is that so? You're here too. Yeah, you're here too. Before handing that response back to her, though, I remember what I noticed earlier and add. You're here too. Yesterday was fun. I noticed today that I built a lot of stalls we went to. Maybe that's why they were so familiar. Was this another game? She shakes her head from side to side indignantly. No tricks. No mush. I thought that because you had made those stalls, they were the most important ones. We had to visit them because everyone should be able to appreciate the fruits of their labours. I wanted you to be able to see and enjoy what you had done. I'm sort of touched. Still, I have to wonder why she would go out of her way and ask as much as in my response. Because you were depressed. I want to say that I was depressed for days, but stop. It's true, I was moping quite a bit, and not being too subtle about it half the time. Eva, so it's possible that she knew. Was there everything she did just to cheer me up then? Thanks. I mumble it before I can catch myself, but Shizune doesn't seem to care. I can write it down instead, and she nods once, as if unused to it. The silence between us grows more vast with each passing second, and there's nothing I can do to break it. Having to write everything down on paper kind of destroys any hope of trying to be casual. So, what's up with you? What are you doing later? I find you very attractive. It's like trying to date someone through text. Good luck on the exam. Shinji pushes the pad in front of my eyes, breaking my concentration, taking the initiative again, as always. As she walks into the school building, I can't help feeling a little sad. That felt like the longest 20 minutes of my life, and all because it's so alien to me to have to face-to-face conversation with someone by passing notes to each other that I can't help coming blank most of the time. It makes me want to learn sign language. That's easier said than done, although in a school like Yamaku, they might very well have sign language classes. In that case, there would be a little reason not to pursue this. The only person I can think to ask at the moment is Misha. How badly do I want to know this? There's two options. Wait until after class, or go look for her now. I guess I'll go now, but I'm not certain where she is. Maybe my best bet would be to start searching for her in the girls' dorm, though. After all, if she wasn't with Shizune, it's probably the only place where she would be. A guy casually prowling around the girls' dorm early in the morning is unacceptable. Just like... Misha? Hey, Misha? Where are you? A guy, but asking Misha about sign language classes in front of Shizune would just be unthinkable. She has to come to school sometime. After all, we're in the same class, so she too has to take this test. If I wait here, I'll be sure to see her sooner or later. I just hope she doesn't walk past me and flipping for my nose. It turns out to be a pretty long wait. The students file into the school. I wonder if Misha's going to be late. Eventually I catch sight of her while she bounces across the grounds. It hits me that I'd have to be blind to miss her with incredibly distinctive hair.
Hi, Hichan! Good morning!
Morning. I don't have a lot of time left before class starts, so I cut directly to the chase. Hey, can I ask you a question?
A question? Okay, Chan. Sure. I have time, but only because I'm late.
What does that mean?
I should have woken up earlier because I was so tired. If I had, I would have had to study. But since I don't, it won't hurt. What is it, Hichan?
Well, there are sign language classes here, right?
Yeah, they're electives. Why do you want to know, Hichan?
For some reason, that question briefly makes me panicked, because I want to help be able to communicate with Shizune. No reason. I don't. Not because I totally want to. Not because of the totally reasonable answer that if you're hanging out with a deaf person, you may want to learn sign language. No reason. It just sounds interesting. That's all. Okay, don't question me. But I guess it's too late to sign up now, right? I'm not exactly being too subtle here, but Misha never seems to pick up on things like that anyway. So I'm probably being more cautious than is necessary.
Oh well, Hichan. I've heard there are few students taking sign language every year, so if you want to, I'm sure they will let you in. Are you thinking of learning sign language, Hichan?
Yeah.
If you learn sign language, Hichan, that would make Shichan really happy. If you want, we can go to the teacher's office after school. They'll probably let you in. That'd be great.
Don't tell Shizune I want to learn it, though.
Why not?
So we can be surprised. Besides, it'll look bad if you tell her this morning and then I find out in the afternoon that I can't take the classes.
You're right, Hichan. This will be hard. It's such good news.
I'm in the student council, so I might as well try learning it. Even if it's just the basics, it'd be a step up from nothing. Besides, Shizune and I can't keep relaying everything through you as if you were a phone or something, right? We're just gonna cry then.
You're right, Hichan.
The bell rings to signal the start of the first period. I have a feeling she's hiding something behind this bubbly laughter. Cutting our conversation short, I guess I'll just ask a teacher after classes are through. That, like, cutscene where she, like, her face is, like... That made me sort of like, there's something going on underneath this bubbly exterior. Her reaction was a little strange, but I forget about it as the day goes on. She's in love with Shizune. Or Hisao. It could be Hisao. It could be Shizune. It'd be quite funny if she turned out to be a lesbian. She's in love with one of them. Or she just doesn't like being a third wheel. The bell rings and the teacher at the front of the room gestures that classes are over for the day. Although getting into this class was surprisingly easy. It's only been a few days and I'm still not used to the experience. The actual signing is easy to pick up than I expected, but most of my classmates are hard of hearing. On top of that, the teacher favours immersion. I haven't heard her speak since I asked if I could take the class. It's an alien concept and really unnerving. The moment I step out of the classroom, I hear a familiar laugh explode through the air a short distance to my left.
Hi, Hichan!
Misha's not in my sign language class, so this is the first time I've seen her in this context. I still don't know whether her not being in my class is good or bad. It'd be more interesting with her in it, but the potential for awkward situations would increase drastically. Hi. Clean my ears out.
It's a surprise to see you here, Hichan. Oh, that's right. You're taking sign language, aren't you? Right? Right.
Yeah, you helped me.
What do you think of it so far, Hichan?
It's not easy to learn a new language, but I think I'm getting the hang of it. Despite how different it is from other languages, it's still easier than English.
Really, Hichan? I agree.
I was joking, but she apparently is totally serious. I wonder how Misha can effortlessly translate things to me while simultaneously having a conversation with Shizune in a different language like she does. Until now, I've taken for granted how amazing it is. There's something going on there. She's very good at that. She might not be the most have the most common sense, but she's got something going on. It's getting kind of crowded here. Someone bumped into my shoulder and apologized. Sorry, mate. It's getting kind of crowded here. What with it being the end of the day and all. I think we should talk somewhere else instead of the hallway. Let's go to the roof or something.
Okay.
Let's go talk at the roof. Or like just over there. Let's go to the roof on our own. I decide to continue talking on the way. It's surprisingly quiet enough to carry on a conversation while doing so. It's still taking me some time to get used to having to look at the teacher constantly. I guess I took all those years of simply listening to the lectures while I doodled for granted. It makes taking notes a lot more difficult too. The introductory class is small, and I'm already behind. I guess I have a lot of stuff to do. Yeah, this is much better. I turn around to look back at Misha and see her staring at me with her hands on her hips and her cheeks puffed outwards.
Hichan, you're behind? That's not good at all.
I started the class a week later than everyone else. It's not that bad.
Okay, Hichan, let's review what you learned then. I'll tutor you, okay?
This is the first time I've heard "I'll tutor you" used outside of dirty movies. I like to watch lots of sexy schools and pornos. I'll tutor you. I'll tutor you. Let me teach you the hard maths. Welcome to the school of hard knocks. I'm gonna teach you the geography of a woman's body. Just dropped a pin on the floor then. That was a good one, that was. I'm gonna teach you the history of sex. How many more dirty school puns can I think of? Let's go do IT and search for porn. That was a pretty lame one. I'm forcing it now. I'm not nearly as turned on as I'd have expected. Oh, Misha, you want to tutor me? Oh, you mean tutor me? Okay. I don't know if I need a tutor yet.
Aww.
She looks more disappointed than usual. Makes me feel awkward to see her making that kind of face.
I want to be a sign language teacher, Hee-chan, but it would be really great if I could try tutoring someone in it first. Even if it's just for a little while, the experience would be valuable.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true. I didn't know you wanted to be a sign language teacher. It's hard to believe she's intentionally trying to make me feel guilty because she's very good at it. Still, it makes sense. She's very good at sign language already from what I've seen. And certainly has the voice for dealing with the hearing impaired. Ah! It's like Godzilla with pink hair. Ah! I never saw her as the teaching type, though.
It's the reason why I wanted to go back to this. Why I wanted to go to this school, Hee-chan. It's also really expensive to attend here, you know, because I want to be a sign language teacher. I have reduced tuition fees. If it wasn't for that, I don't know if I'd be able to keep going here.
So she's here to learn how to do sign language, then. Okay. So there isn't anything wrong with her. I see. It's not that I think you'd be bad at tutoring. It's just that I don't know if I need it just yet.
You're right, Hee-chan. You're smart.
Well, no. It just makes me sound arrogant. But yes, I am. Smarter than you. Alright. Please tutor me. Tutor me so hard. Oh, God. Misha. Oh, Misha, tutor me all night long. Oh, Misha. Oh, Misha, tutor me so hard. Teach me with a big fat ruler.
Really? Okay. Yay, Fancy-chan. I'll do my best.
I fat then. Wow.
Yeah, let's start right now.
Too soon.
I miss you, Chan.
Didn't you just see her this morning?
But it's hard to talk to her in class, Chan. There's no student council today either.
Well, there's been exams all week. I'd be kind of mad if there was still student council. I'll be glad when they are over.
When it's back, you're not going to skip out, right, Chan?
Of course, I'm in it after all. Don't worry, I'm not going to just suddenly stop showing up. A promise is a promise. Misha pauses for a second, not looking very convinced.
Shi-chan takes the student council very seriously, Hee-chan. Now that you've joined, she works harder than before since she wants to make a good impression. Some other people joined at first, but they stopped coming soon after. Shi-chan tried to get more people interested in the student council, but wasn't successful. Even when someone would join, they'd stop coming eventually. They make excuses and they just put off more and more until they stop coming altogether.
Wow, guilt trip much.
However, I believe that you really mean it, Hee-chan.
My eyes stay focused on her hands, tilting and moving almost at their own free will, softly signing everything that she is saying to herself as she speaks.
When you said you would join, she was really happy. Shi-chan thinks you're interesting, Hee-chan. An uninteresting person wouldn't have the drive needed to join. Even if they do, a person that isn't interesting will quit soon after. That's what Shi-chan said. So, it's my duty to make sure you keep going.
Is that why you want to tutor me? Kind of sneaky.
And really, Hee-chan? That's the first time anyone has said that about me.
There's no chance that I would avoid student council work now. Thinking back over the past few days, it's because you L-O-V-E-E. L-O-V-E-E. Levee. I levee Shizune. Thinking back over the past few days, I've started to realize that the only reason I joined in the first place was because of Shizune. Her competitiveness and force of will are alluring. Also the fact that I can say things she can't hear me. I can't tell Misha that though.
Okay, Hee-chan, let's review what you learned in class today.
You don't even know what I learned in class today.
You're right, Hee-chan. Okay, let's start with the basics then. I'll just teach you everything from the beginning.
You're kidding, right?
Huh?
You serious? It's like a days of lessons, and we're not even learning on the same level.
It's like riding a bike, Hee-chan. You never forget the basics. I don't know how to ride a bike, though.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, burp. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Right. I want to be the teacher one day, so of course I know what I'm doing. Okay. We're starting.
She looks like she's trying very hard, so this could be bad. Well, learning a language is vastly different from teaching it. The first step is usually the hardest part. Honestly, I couldn't do any better. Still.
Sign language was formally introduced in the 18th century by a Frenchman named, whose name was it? I can't pronounce. And he started the first public school for the deaf in 1755. But the unwritten history of sign language is said to... I don't really know where to start. Sorry. Well, what better place to start than the history of language, right? Right? No, wait, maybe the alphabet. Okay, the alphabet it is then. Okay, Hichan, this is pretty basic stuff. Although some people think that this is all of the signing, and forget that there are all kinds of specific gestures and words. Although you can't really get anywhere without the basics. This is A. Do you see it now? Do you see it? Now you try it.
I already know this though. I humor her anyway.
Yeah, that's it. Now this is B, and this is C.
Misha makes one symbol with each hand, without specifying which is which.
And now D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, F, W, X, Y, and Z!
Yeah, this is bad. Do you think Shizune wants to do some student council work today anyway? We could go.
Of course not, Hichan. Come on, I'll do it again. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Your turn!
So there's really no student council work that he's doing or anything like that?
What are you talking about, Hichan? Come on, sign!
Like this?
No, like this.
Like...
this.
Huh.
I wish Hichan was here. This would be so much easier with her. That's how you sign language is taught most of the time. Anyway, the two instructors. Do you know that, Hichan?
No. I let my brain run through what this could be like if Shizune was sexier.
Hichan, are you paying attention?
Yeah.
Hichan says that the sign language is different from any other because you have to think about everything you say before you say it. That means that not every word has more weight, Hichan. Every single one is more important than normal. So, pay attention, please.
She continues her basic rundown of the basics of sign language. Eventually, she starts talking about stuff I start to recognize. In the end, I'm impressed. It took a bit of stumbling to get there, but as a teacher, she's pretty good when she's serious. I think that'll be that for now. Oh yeah, after a while, I start to notice it's getting late, so I thank Misha, bid her goodbye, and go back to my dorm. I learned a lot today. Let's see if it goes tonight, and then we'll stop there. I learned a lot today.
I learned a lot today. I read the book. I read the whole book today, sir. George, can we get a bunny, George? Can I pet the rabbit, George?
We'll find out next time what the banking was.
What?
I feel kind of bad for like shoving Shizune and Misha away so much in the last playthroughs now, knowing like it's like Shizune's like I've tried to get people to join but they keep leaving and Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. I'm Katawa Shoujo here. Thank you for watching. I have been Millbee. I said thank you for watching too many times. This has been Katawa Shoujo. I've said that too many times. And I hope you enjoyed yourselves. I think I've said that before. Don't forget to leave a like if you did. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.